Yo, welcome back to another great edition of Chaz and Friends, where the debates are loud, the takes are unfiltered, and the dumbasses always get exposed. Before we bring my friends in, I need to talk about the chaos that has been going on in the world of professional wrestling. Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair face to face again, and whew, some people are calling it fire. Did they go too far? We're going to talk about it. Also, Booker T, Swerve Strickland, Vlad TV. We're going to get into all of it. Is Booker T actually helping the culture, or is he just gatekeeping? Or is Swerve actually right? We'll get into all that. Also, we got it. The greatest WrestleMania match of all time. But guess what? Shawn versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25? Off the table. We got that. Temp check. Damien's dumbass of the week. All that and more. And guess what? Holla at your boy!
The following program is a collection of idiots talking about happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, platform, or whatever network they are on. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show, because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies. The 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please do not sue us.
It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don. Chaz Evans here, checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the 3 Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the flow like. Hit him with a 3 count. And your boy real chicken.
Yo, it's your boy, your cousin, your nephew. It's the Grappital region's best kept secret and the dawn of the Mid-Atlantic. And you're checking out the hottest debate show in all of pro wrestling, Chaz and Friends. But it is not about me. It is about my friends. Let me introduce to you. He is the current, the reigning, and defending SNW Infinite Plus Network Champion. See that blue belt right there? Purdy belt right there. He is also the current and reigning and defending HWF Extreme Champion. I was dramatic effect.
No, you weren't. You were trying to remember if it was some other words attached to that. Liar. And you were hoping that Cliff was going to give you a hint to make sure you were right and didn't screw it up. Nice job.
I was like, wait a minute. There is another. It's just Extreme Championship, right? Yeah. Look, y'all know this man is Mr. Red Dog 2 belts right there, okay? He won the Nightmares Cup. He's about to be Red Dog 3 belts next week. All right? No, this week.
It is this week. It is this weekend. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
this week. Yeah.
Red Dog 3 belt, man. I don't know where you're getting that from. You're gonna ruin it. I mean, I know you're wearing your Paul Heyman shirt on right now, and like you're trying to give people spoilers instead of predictions. It's not a good look.
I'm just saying, yeah, you got this, brother. I believe in you.
Man, you gotta do it, or you know what I say. Like, you don't win, like, don't come home. So, like, you ain't got a choice.
And then also on Sunday, you just don't see me show up on the podcast. I was just kidding.
Come back.
Get back here.
There you go. There he is, the Red Dog.
Yes, the Air Force veteran intel specialist, the one you call on when you need to get the job done, and your friendly neighborhood Red Dog. Also here, just repping, gonna throw this out there. Small businesses, support them. Rizzoletto right here. It's my homie's company, so I buy a lot of his stuff. I have a bunch of his merch, but you guys can go check it out. If you guys hop on, ask me, DM me or whatever, I'll send them to you. That way you can pick up your gear too.
Let me introduce to you right now. He is our residential Fred Durst. He is the lead singer of the Three Count Podcast band. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the only Graves that matters. He is the reason, okay, why Corey Graves is on TV. That man right there owes his career to, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. A legend, an icon, Twitch Graves.
You're doing far too much with that now.
Hey man, I gotta put you over, brother.
Hey,
Putting
man.
you over.
I'm already over.
Don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Ever
Yeah,
give
over
a
the
fuck
hill.
till you give up about me and my generation.
oh, nothing.
No, I ain't got nothing today. I figured that did the whole thing right there.
All right, back moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Last but certainly not the least. All right, he was there for the very first wrestling match. He's got a wide knowledge of wrestling. That's why he's on the show. Listen, just pay your respects to the supervillain, Damien Fatal.
Y'all already got me heated. I'm already mad.
Oh, you gonna hate me today then?
Oh, I'm already. God damn it. Fuck Tony Khan for tonight.
All right. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that follow button on all your favorite social media platforms. 3 Count Pod on everything else but Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. 3 Count Pod _. Make sure you hit that follow button. Share with your friends. Let us know where you're watching us from. You know, let us know what city you're watching, what country, what continent. Drop that in the chat. Also, for my podcast listeners on Spotify, let us know where you are as well. Don't forget, we also care about you. Put your comments right there on Spotify. Let us know where you're listening from. Drop your takes right there. Also, hit that 5-star frog splash review off of the WrestleMania sign right there. All right, make sure you're tuning in. Boom! 5 stars right there. It really does help out the show. All right, let's get right to it. Temp check. For those of you who don't know what temp check is, that is where me and my friends, we give you our hottest and our coldest wrestlers going into this week. And for a bonus, we give you our match of the week. All right, let's start this one off. Twitch, what you got?
My hottest, Cody Rhodes. That promo on Raw was absolute fire with him and Cena. You're still my hero, but you're a piece of shit. That won it for me. My coldest is actually a topic. The Tiffany, Stratton, and Charlotte Flair promo. I felt like I was watching two basic white bitches just argue over the last cup of coffee. My match of the week is not a match of the week. It is a moment from a local show called EWA where I have watched this boy, Chris Idol, slam this boy through the ring more times than I can count. Cliff, you used to have my favorite spine buster. I think he just took that from you.
Hey, I can appreciate it though, because they did look fierce, man. I was like, damn.
That was holy shit.
So, just funny story about that spine buster. This is the third time he's done it. And when he did it in the cage, we were like, oh, that's fire. Right. This one, me and Matt go, that's your finish, dog. He goes, stop. he was like, yeah, I was thinking so. And then there's a picture. I don't know. We probably can't bring it up, but you can aim to photo. I think it's what I can't remember her name, her page name now. But if I can find it, we'll pull it up. But it is the after effect that Seth, and it's just his face on the mat, and it's the most hilarious thing ever. And I go, nah, this spine buster, yeah, that's your finish.
Yeah.
See how big he is?
Holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Save some games for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Nah, that's two Chris Idols in one.
And like
That's
2.5.
3. What are you talking about?
No, you remember when I met y'all were tiny.
Yes.
Yeah, he's right. It's probably close to 3. I'm saying 2.5 to be nice.
So yes,
I know he's 4 Chazes.
shit.
I was waiting. I knew we weren't going to get through that without. Yeah, go ahead.
Look at those scrawny little arms right there. He definitely 5.
All right, go ahead. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Anybody? Somebody.
I'm lost at that.
Go, Damien.
Cliff, I thought Cliff was getting ready to go.
Oh, go, Cliff. Somebody.
Yeah, all right. Yo, so let me get hottest wrestler of the week. Yo, let's keep it a $150, man. His debut was amazing on SmackDown, so we're gonna go with Mr. Ray Phoenix himself. I'm gonna start with that. I love the fact that you're just like, whatever.
Making a face.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get.
No, because you can say it when you get on yours. Get on your
Yeah.
box. My coldest moment, my coldest wrestler of the week. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. It's a debate topic that we're gonna do, which I have to agree, bro. Like I said it in the chat group, man. Really instantly, man. I was like, yo, this is not it. This is not what it look. It's so forced. You know that promo battle between Charlotte and Tiffany. I was like, I'm not here for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mark that off. Match of the week, though, yo, So SmackDown had a match. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was just 2 meaty men slapping meat.
I knew it.
So this is a funny story, right? So Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman, I'm gonna tell you guys that's my match of the week. But realistically, man, I had to watch it back again because on Collision, Brody King and Lance Archer also had a knockdown slugfest, and I was like, this match is great.
Yeah, that match was good.
So, but I had to go back. I was like, I do like Jacob, and it just maybe it's the bias in me about Jacob Fatu, but I was like, let me get Jacob and Braun.
All right, what you got, Damien?
My hottest, CM Punk.
Mhm.
The reveal of his favor. I was right. That's the only reason why. I knew it. But no, like that whole segment actually. I enjoyed it. It was it was done pretty nicely. Coldest. Damn. Yeah, that Charlotte and Tiffany promo.
I think I'm probably the only one that. Okay.
Fuck. Like, goddamn. Well, we all know why. So, all right, and my match.
Well, but here's the thing, Damien. Will you put the blame on where it's supposed to go?
I kind of have to.
Oh, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Okay, that's
Like,
all I needed.
the blame
That's all I
definitely
needed.
has to go where it should go, and I'll talk about that later.
Right. I just wanted to make sure
But-
that was the thing. Okay. All right. Here's my hottest wrestler of the week. My hottest wrestler is definitely Jacob Fatu.
You
You gonna give him
asshole.
match of the week?
Yeah.
You gonna do his match of the week? You just
Yeah.
gonna?
Oh, you did?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I was ready to
That's
go.
crazy.
Hype.
Wow.
Sorry, go ahead.
Rude.
Damn, right? Shit.
Oh,
Dude,
okay, go ahead.
that's,
Go ahead.
that's crazy, bro. Yeah.
Kind of hard to say because, like, I want to pick the last man standing match because I enjoyed that very much so. But I did enjoy the tag match between DIY and the Motor City Machine Guns.
Mm.
So it's like a toss up.
That's a good one.
I enjoyed that match too. I feel like it was out of all their matches, it was the I hate to say the least like favorite one, but it was still a great match.
Like, yeah, it was really good. You're right. It wasn't like this. It was, I don't know. It was what it needed to be, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, it was exactly what it was needed to be to keep both teams like safe and still get a decisive win. But that last man standing match, whoo! I don't know. I think that might have to go. I think that might have to take one A, 1B. There you go. I got 2. But that fucking last man standing match, that was
It was good. It was good.
at points it was a little bit hard to watch, and I kind of wanted them to stop killing each other.
Nope. I wanted big meaty man slapping meat.
I was like, they got children. I don't know if Braun has children, but somebody has children.
I mean, Jacob has like 7 of them, doesn't he?
Yeah, see, there you go. He's a father. He's got to make it home in one piece. Actually, I think I was more afraid for Braun than anything. Yeah. So, good shit. Go ahead, Chaz. I'm done.
All right, my hottest wrestler, Jacob Fatu. Definitely that last man standing match, as everyone said, was great. And then Jacob Fatu from last year being in the stands, and then a year later having a match is just the story itself is just it's really dope to see. My coldest wrestler, is Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley, you can have a great match. Because the tag match with Willow and then it was bleh. But John, I'm over it. I'm over the Death Riders. Hopefully tonight the belt or the briefcase, the briefcase goes to Swerve, or some random stupid booking that it doesn't go to Swerve and it just goes off of Mox. I'm fine, whatever, but I'm over it. And then him trying to defend everything on his bump, and then Tony defending the bump. It's everything that involves Jon Moxley. I'm over it. Absolutely over it. My match of the week though, it's coming from Dynamite, and it's a tag match, but I enjoyed Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight versus Blade Christian and Lee Johnson. I thought that was a great match. Will Ospreay can do no wrong, in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there.
He already did. He chose AEW.
Depending on like his circumstances, nah. Yeah, he did right for his family.
No, he did. It's okay.
But anyway, yeah, that's my match of the week. I'm excited to see those two fight off in the classic, the Owen Hart Cup. So, yeah. Let us know, what is your match of the week in the comments?
Oh, we got a bunch of comments already in.
Alrighty, let's see. Bring them on up.
Yeah, gentlemen.
What's good?
Mr. Golden.
Coldest is Braun. Evening, boys. Evening. Hottest is Jacob. Chris Idol is huge for no damn reason. This is also true.
That's a fact.
There's a reason.
Lost the feed. Well, actually, I was looking through and I didn't see the feed there's nothing wrong with the feed so far. So you should be back, Mr. Golden. Go ahead and just let us know in the comments if you can still see us or not. Outside of that, we're still good.
All right, let's get on to it. Let's bring on the first topic.
Swing.
You saw it. I saw it. We all saw it. Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton went off in a face-to-face that only Wade Barrett can describe as Jerry Springer. The two women, they had a lot of personal shots going back and forth. Tiffany going at Charlotte's marriages. Charlotte coming at Tiffany's relationship with Kaiser, saying, "Why is Kaiser in my DMs?" Which is the funny thing is that she said that and no one believes that at all. It's like, that's not true. It's reported that Charlotte Flair has heat, and that she was the initiator of the off-script shenanigans from this past Friday night. It's also been reported that Tiffany saying what was the line she said? The last line and then rolling out was for her to not make the situation worse and just to end things. So let's Let's talk about it. Everyone on the internet has their opinion. Let's bring it on to the debate floor. Did they go too far? Let's start with you, Cliff. Then we'll go Damien, then me, and then Twitch. You'll go at the end. So I feel like I'm the only one that actually kind of agrees.
Yeah, I don't know who you agree with because we all think like I'm just gonna tell you that segment was trash. It was so forced. And it's no disrespect to Tiffany, right? Because Tiffany is a hell of a speaker when she wants to be, but it was like WWE was so hell bent on controlling the situation that they were like, "Hey, listen, like last week we let you kind of go off on the mic. You got railroaded by Charlotte. This week we're not gonna let you do that. That's why we have Stu in there, Wade, for those who, if you don't know. We're going to have Wade in there, and Wade's going to keep everything kind of like, he's going to keep the conversation short if we need to be. So we'll just go about it that way. Yeah, and then, depending on what source you would look at and what you're reading, Charlotte made her 2 cents. She was even having trouble getting words out anyway because the crowd was just booing her like so hardcore. And I don't know if that was like in the work or if that was what was supposed to happen, but at some point Charlotte would just look at him and was like, "Go on, Tiff, let him know what's gonna happen," and then she just Tiff. Yeah, it was so forced, so awkward, like watching it, and also nobody decided to have a conversation with them about like, hey, y'all look alike, like one of y'all got to change. So that was my problem with it. I'm like, yo, this really didn't set at ease with me for anything because it felt poorly scripted out, and that was my problem with it. So I don't know who to really blame, whether it would be the writers, the performers, a mix of everybody. It just came off bad all around. Go on, Damien.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Is he really? Is he really?
He's drinking his tea. He's drinking tea right now.
He had your whole point to do that.
What? Are you complaining?
Yes.
I was eating while he was talking, sir.
Go ahead, Damien.
Charlotte is to blame for all of this, unfortunately. She is the fucking veteran. She fucking knows better. Yes, I believe that the script was scripted, but because I feel that she got frustrated with the fans.
Yes.
And got stuck. And instead of being the veteran of the situation, she got fucking frustrated and that shit fucking fell apart and she fucking knows better. And this is not the first time she's done this bullshit. So, no, the blame is all on fucking Charlotte. Period. End of statement.
Go ahead, Twitch. I'll go last.
I liked it. That's what Chaz could be.
This was a dumpster fire. This was two basic white bitches arguing over the last coffee, like I said in the beginning of this. And we're going to get mad because Tiffany said, oh, you're 0-3 in divorces? That ain't even the worst thing that's been said about a Flair, let alone Charlotte. Do we remember what Paige said? We didn't think that crossed the line.
Right.
This was just horrible. Something needed to be done to kickstart this feud with 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. This is going to be a dumpster fire match if this doesn't get into gear because this was not it.
The match might actually be fire though. That's what
I'm saying. The match might actually.
It's going to need to be.
I'm about to say Brett and Sean made magic, and they hated each other.
Oh god, their promos were all over the place.
But that legitimate heat that they had with each other versus this.
Yeah.
Also, just putting this out there, neither one of them are remotely on Brett or Sean's level.
No.
Oh, absolutely no.
We know that.
No.
This could very well be and I just gonna sound bad. Jimmy and Jay from last year's WrestleMania.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
And you know what's the crazy thing is I rewatched that WrestleMania with Chase, and we watched that match. He's into it. He's full. He don't know no better. And I'm going, wow, this really wasn't good. Like they really just had an off night.
Yeah.
Nope, it wasn't even their fault. I'm gonna tell you right now. It was definitely produced that way.
Yeah.
'Cause-
All right.
All right.
The segment was trash. It was, but I liked it. I'm with the shits. I'm with the shits.
I
Yeah,
understand.
look, if
why
you
we
want to
watch-
shoot, we can shoot, brother. Look. Rest in peace, Val Kilmer. I'll be your Huckleberry. Like, what's up? Look, let's call it for what it is. Cliff, you kind of like tiptoe said it in a nice way. Look, Charlotte got worked by the Chicago crowd, baby. Let's keep it a buck. People want to talk about actually, everyone want about throw go away heat and all this stuff. That's go away heat in the truest of form. The people don't want to see Charlotte Flair in that spot. They don't want to see her. Period. She got worked by that crowd and she quit. She quit on live TV, and what she got in her back pocket, her deuces, her spade, her joker, was to go off script on some bullshit.
Bro, it was hard.
And Tiffany cooked her. That's called it what it is. Tiffany cooked her. No one's saying that. She cooked her.
No.
Because she spit real facts. She said, well, what was Charlotte Flair doing? I was at 25. I was in the Olympics. You were in your daddy's basement drinking. Burn. You want to go there? Hey, what did Kendrick say? What did Kendrick say? Don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell no truth about you. Don't want to compare the two, but hey, that's the energy that Tiffany was on. I respect Tiffany Stratton a whole lot more after last Friday night. Because Charlotte wants to go throw her little weight around thinking, oh, I'm a Flair, only one blood in charge bullcrap. Fuck all that. We don't like you. We want Tiffany. All right? We let her do your gimmick in like 5 years and turn heel, and she'll do it way better than you. Sorry, not sorry. Her moonsault is better than yours. She's way more athletic than you. Charlotte is jealous. The Chicago crowd worked her, and she got brutalized on the mic by a rookie. Boom. That's what it is. And guess what? We were bored of this story. Now we're excited. Now guess what? We're locked in. Everybody's going to tune in. Are we about to see the real fight? Are they going to fight? Or are they about to produce a WrestleMania classic? I don't see a problem with it. Like, let's just be for real. It created controversy. Eric Bischoff said, controversy creates cash. Maybe this is what they needed to go sell out WrestleMania. We don't know. But, like, did they go too far? They talk about Eddie Guerrero all the time.
I didn't think they went too far.
Oh, I don't think they went too far. I didn't.
I didn't think they went far enough.
And
Yeah, I was just about to say.
right, I don't think they went far enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, she could have went further. Talk about her daddy right now in another company or what? Like, no, man. And then Charlotte want to go like, why Kaiser my DM? Shut. No, Kaiser is not in your DMs.
I don't know. He posted a tweet about that.
I'm glad. Don't flatter yourself, girl. Look like Cher.
It was
This
pretty
is the
funny.
first man to be accused of cheating that everybody knows didn't do it. Like
What? Like what?
Get the
Somebody
fuck
better
out of
tell Cher go on with her lying ass.
Yeah, well, here's so my situation with it too is like Charlotte's saying that it's almost like, yo, Charlotte, like, what do you bring to the table that Tiff don't already bring? Like,
what?
you can be like, yo, I'm a multi Hall of Fame, I'm a multi-time champion, blah 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 blah. Nobody believes you. Nobody
Right.
believes you. That's just the problem. Tiff, on the other hand, and he was right. She was spitting some facts where she was like, you were trying to be a volleyball player while I was being a WWE champion. I think my problem with it was that it got to a point where and maybe Wade should have stepped in too as well and like been like, all right, this is gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens, at WrestleMania, blah blah blah. But like it ended so abruptly and awkwardly that it was like, bruh, this is hard. Because I watched it twice. And the first time I was like, maybe I'm just being a little too harsh. Maybe I'm just being too harsh. As I watched it again, I was like, no, I 100 was dead on when I said this was trash.
Horrible, dude. Like,
Because what Tiffany left after she said what she said, didn't
Yeah.
she?
yeah, rolled right out.
And to be fair, I do understand her point, that point of like she got out before things got worse. I do understand that. And I'm like, yo, I'm glad that she had the wherewithal to think about that and bounce when stuff was going crazy. It was just so weird that like all this stuff was getting, she like, and you were right, Chaz, right on the nose. The Chicago crowd worked Charlotte to the
They
point.
ate her ass up.
They
did.
Like, let's keep it a being. Like Chicago, like she should know that Chicago, that crowd, like they are cutthroat. Like she should have been prepared for that.
They got her once, and then they got her once, and she was trying to bounce back from it. But man, that crowd was really
She quit.
relentless.
There
Yeah,
was
she
no
quit.
coming back from that.
Nah. If you're gonna, I
She
think
dropped
that's
it.
the problem too. Is like, I think WWE has like way too much faith in Charlotte that she's gonna be able to handle things like that, and they don't have enough faith in Tiff that she was gonna be able to handle that. And I think because like, if that would have been a behind the promos kind of thing, like where it was back behind this, behind the set, and everybody was like they were doing a live, that might have worked out better for this situation. But whatever this was, yeah, hey, let's not do that again.
No, let's do it again.
Oh, let's not do that in
Please.
Chicago again.
Let's do that in Chicago.
You're right.
That's
That's
what
not
I
yeah,
mean.
Don't
nah,
do it
Go back to like
anywhere else.
Wichita, Omaha. Like
First of all, never again bring up Omaha like that.
I know. I'm sorry. That's just the first thing that
damn
came
right.
up.
Indianapolis.
Sorry. There you go.
Do it in Miami. Do it in Miami because you know what? The crowd in Miami probably favor Charlotte, and they would let Tiff still go out and talk.
They might.
Leave Florida out of this.
All right, they can come to Utah. I'm okay with that.
Do it in Salt Lake.
Like, nothing happens here. That'd be nice. Nice little change of things. It's boring.
You chose
But I will say this though. This brings interest into the match. Like if all people were talking about since Friday.
We're just gonna see a car crash. That's all we're gonna watch. That's what we.
But guess what? But still, the thing is, we're all anticipating though to see the car crash.
To see something. You're
We
right.
want to see exactly whether it's a car crash or it's Picasso. We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know
It got potential to be either or. It really does.
exactly.
I hope
There's no in between. There is no in between though. That's the thing.
It's true.
There is no in between. It's either one or the other.
Yep, this is gonna be really, really good or really, really bad. That's all I'm looking at.
And I'm here for it.
Like,
Let's go. Let's do it.
gonna
Is
Hey,
it night one or night two? I'm live on night two. I'll be here on night two.
You're gonna get a 4-star classic or a half-star classic.
Listen, okay, we'll see. I can't wait. I hope it's on night two.
Dave
Just
will
so that I
Dave
can
will
make
never
on
do
the
a
live.
5-star match.
I hope for the sake of Tiffany that it's not a car crash. Like, I really hope for her sake that this turns out to at least be decent. It ain't got to be a banger, but give me decent at least.
Like I said, I think it has potential to be a good match.
It does, but
And I'm hoping Tiffany, like, I really hope she actually beats fucking Charlotte. God,
Low key, now you guys keep saying I want it to be a banger. I kind of want it to be mid, like not bad. I just want it to be mid now. Now I just want it to be
I'm
like.
asking for
Yeah.
I mean, that's all. Yeah, like I want. Look,
That's
if
all
I
it
get
needs to
the
be.
bare minimum, and it's just like, all right, that was a good match. I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because let's be for real. Let's
Hey.
be for real.
Smiley.
The triple threat women's match is the superior women's match going
Yeah, it
into
is.
the match going into WrestleMania.
It is.
Nah,
So
I gotta give it to Smiley. Smiley has the best comment. I'm gonna put this up real quick. Says that Tiffy Charlotte segment just felt like two drunk catty bitches arguing outside the club.
Yes.
100%. Sorry, Smiley. I just read that. And I just was like, oh my god, that's exactly what it
Yeah, I
was.
saw that pop up
Good
earlier.
word.
yeah,
Cosmo had
yeah.
like some cosmos in their hand as they're like yelling at each other.
Somebody spilled their drink on the other one.
Yeah, that's what started this whole thing off.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. Either one of these matches is opening WrestleMania. I don't know which one it is, but one of them is. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's it. All right.
All right, let's
We'll
hop
go
in.
through the comments. Yeah.
Yep. All Tiffany had to do was talk about the work Charlotte has had done on her body. No, because you know what? Hey, we can keep it a buck. Tiff also has had some work done.
Oh yeah.
You can tell.
Oh yeah. They ain't real.
No, do you really think it went off script? I think it was a train wreck from the beginning. No, I think it started off just. I felt like it started off just fine, and then it went off the rails real quick. As soon as it went to Charlotte, it just looked like an Acme train going into a tunnel.
Oh man.
Had to try and build up the match. This match somehow. No one has any interest. Well, Chaz does, so he counts as at least half a person. Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm for it. I was oohing and ahhing the whole time.
That pause. It was the best thing Damien has ever done on the show. Hello, everyone. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
By the way, it's Miss
Hello.
Evans. It's Chaz's mom. She's Ric Flair's daughter and can do that. No, she
No.
can't.
That's why she
There's
cannot. No, she cannot.
See, that's why I'm not even mad.
No, there's an expectation when you walk into a place with the last name that you do. There's expectations that need to be held, and for her to be able to go off script and then get rattled by the crowd,
No.
not good.
No.
I agree with Chaz. Of course you do, because everybody tries to agree with Chaz.
Yeah.
At least they didn't bring up Reed. True, I guess. Piggy Jane.
Actually, I don't think I would have been mad if they did.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I mean,
At that point.
That would have
At
added,
that point.
yeah, that would have added like extra sting.
Yeah.
Like you're not even the good Flair.
No.
that's a great. That's great. I would have done that. It's all the work to build up to the match. Yeah, but it was still a shitty way of doing it. I don't like it. Overall, it's good to see that they are still able to build real interest in seeing matches. Whether they rock the show or not is another topic. Yeah, we'll find out. I mean, we have a little bit of time. Hey, don't argue with Chaz's mom. Tough, ma'am. You need to ground all of them. First of all, I get included into the family Christmas card, so I don't care what anybody got to say.
I'm not.
It doesn't matter if I put myself in there.
Mama, so we're good.
Every year, I just want you guys to know, every year, Chaz has his family photo that they take, and they always leave me off. So I have to go in there and I put myself in the family photo. Randomly, I'll put myself in the family photo.
He's done it for now 3 years in a row.
So many red flags.
I'm also
It's gotten to the point. I think remember it was this past Christmas. She goes, "All right, guys, we gotta take our family photo so Cliff can put himself in. I can't wait."
Y'all leave a little extra room so you can just stop it at night. Got the nice spot.
we have
We all. I think I'm the only one who don't feed it. Me and Josh are the only ones who don't feed into it. My mom breathes into it. They're all like, "Yeah." There's a whole separate group chat that Cliff made with him in it. Yeah.
I
think that was the last year she put the photos. She sent it in that group chat and goes, "Hey, here you go, Cliff." She went, "Here you go, son."
Yeah, she did. She said son, and so I was like, "Bet." And then I dropped it back in, and you see me kind of poke out the side.
What we learned from this conversation is not to introduce your family to Cliff.
Exactly. Exactly. Your mother will love him, and then he won't leave.
Nope. I just hang out all around, just all day.
Well,
But
And he's gonna
it's
edit
weird
his
because
way
it's like,
into Christmas cards.
but there's no like awkwardness. There's no awkwardness in them be hanging out. Like everybody's just like, yeah, there's just Cliff. He's just always here. He just hangs out with us. That's it. There's never like that moment where it's like, man, I wish Cliff would go home. It never happens. So I just hang out. I'm just like, I'm here. What's up? What are we doing today?
I don't have to worry about that because my mother's not here. So
Yeah, but as soon as I catch that family photo, bro, you better leave.
I know we gotta do one.
Red
Actually.
Dog is hanging out.
Terrible. Alrighty, is that all the comments?
Oh, here's the last one. Well, they need to fill that space with Marco
Oh,
Stunt.
here he go. All right, moving on. Let's go to the topic two. Let's go to topic two.
Let's get to the topic.
Let's do it. Let's do this.
Uh,
Ugh.
the coonery.
Oh, man.
What just happened?
Okay. There's so much to unpack, and I try to make a blurb to really encompass everything that has happened over the past week and a half. It feels like this is going on between Swerve and Booker, and then Vlad and then Chase and Rain. Okay. So the question is this: is Booker T helping or hurting the conversation around black wrestlers in today's wrestling culture? That's the question. But to give you the backstory or the Reader's Digest version of what's going on. So Swerve went on Vlad TV, which is a hip hop interview show. Vlad he interviews rappers or people that claim to be rappers that hung out with rappers. And they talk about rapper stuff and their careers, of course, and stuff like that. Swerve went on there recently, did an interview, and a question was brought up on Booker T's comments that they had a little spat on how black wrestlers were featured in WWE. They had a Twitter spat, I think it was over last summer. And this, of course, caught wind. Booker T got on there, said he approached Swerve on going on Vlad TV saying like, hey, you got on that show and they're manipulating you. And then Swerve's like, well, how are you going to, invalidate what I went through? And on top of the fact, then here comes Vlad saying that, we tried to get him on the show and he denied us. Booker says, no, that never happened. There's screenshots. And then Vlad shows that, hey, Booker T is hanging out with Chase Rain, who is now arrested guy. Yeah, do your research. So the question is Booker T helping or hurting the conversation? I want to make sure we stick to that. That's the question. Start this one off, Damien.
This whole thing has set us, when I say us, I mean black people, back about 100 years. As my grandmother told me, don't fight in front of the white people. Makes us look bad. And it's fucking stupid. It's fucking dumb. I don't even know why. Why? Just why? And just why? Like why is people talking about it? Like, why does it even, why does it matter? I just feel like it's to get clicks. And Vlad TV is to just get clicks. So y'all two need to do better. That's all I gotta say. I'm disappointed. Not angry, but I'm disappointed. That's it.
What you got, Cliff?
I'm gonna be fair. I don't really care. Like, sorry, I don't. I mean, like, Booker T said a lot of things that are kind of questionable in my eyes, like just in his history.
Yeah.
I don't really whatever Swerve has to say, it just kind of like it goes in one ear and out the other. I guess it's, and to be fair, like I'm not connected that way into the culture. You know what I mean? Like wrestling side of things, I kind of understand like everything, but when it comes to like, you know, issues that go on with the African American community, I try my best to kind of stay in the loop, but I'm also like very careful about how I put my opinion out there because obviously I ain't black. You know what I mean? I gotta keep it 100. Like it's cool. I get accepted to a lot of groups and a lot of crews, but I know my role. So I kind of keep my nose out the business. So I mean, at the end of the day, I think though, like I think Vlad is kind of foul for, you know, going out of his neck and trying to like put his 2 cents into something that shouldn't even matter. Like especially him talk about, well, we try to book you, but you don't want to come to the show. Here's some screenshots that we did. Doesn't really matter, but Booker going out of his way to kind of say something about to Swerve because Swerve said something back about his experiences. Like, it is kind of weird to hear someone try to invalidate somebody else's experience just because they had it good, quote unquote. Doesn't mean like everybody that's come to that place has had it good. So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
All right. You want to go Twitch?
Who the fuck is Vlad TV? Who the fuck is Vlad TV? Like, let's be serious. I listen to like Russian death metal. I don't know who the fuck that dude is. I like Cliff. I can't speak on the culture side of it because I am of the Caucasian color. So I feel like just two people being dumbasses. If you want my personal opinion. What do you think, Chaz?
Oh, baby, I've been waiting.
I bet you have.
I've been waiting.
That's why I kept mine short.
I've been waiting. That's why I let off. I was like, all right, I know let Damien go first. And let the two other guys go in the middle.
You could say the other
You
light
can say the white guys. Like, it's okay.
You know, it's an Oreo cookie. All right.
double stuff.
Don't say no.
No. It's too late. We put it out there.
Yeah.
All right. Because look, I'm recorded on record on this show my opinion on both of these men, and as far as their contributions to wrestling as black men, I've never diminished that part. Now, as great as they are, and as much they have contributed to the culture, both of them are missing the mark as far as the conversation around black wrestling. Because Booker T is trying to protect the business. I get that. But Swerve is, and I've said it once, and you can go on any Twitter, like, Swerve is only black when it's convenient for Swerve. Like, neither one of them are consistent for building up the culture at any point in time. Neither one of them. They're both inconsistent. And to be honest, if anybody wants to talk black culture as far as wrestling, it ain't neither one of those two fools. It should be Ron Simmons. That's the only one that's acceptable, and at least in my eyes. I have a whole list of Booker's misstep. How he's tone policing young black talent. Because you're right. As much as my opinion on Swerve, you can't invalidate what Swerve went through in WWE.
And how he
like
felt.
you just can't. You can't do that. You weren't there.
Yeah, that's how he felt in the moment.
Exactly. You can't do that. Now, when Swerve talked about the whole hit row thing and Top Dollar and BFAT, fuck you, Swerve. That's another point. I just want to make that out there. How many times has Booker's defended Vince McMahon saying the N-word in 2005? Every time that question gets brought up, Booker goes, "Oh no, oh yeah, it's a character," entertainment, man. That's the Vince McMahon character. Instead of calling it problematic behavior. Public contradictions. Like Vlad TV, the disrespect toward the black fan base. How Booker T did not defend Naomi and Mercedes when they left WWE, and that whole situation. So Booker T ain't the best person to be talking about black culture. Swerve, like I said, he's only black when it's convenient. That man has never cared about being the first black AEW World Champion until it was brought on his lap. Now he posters that's around. But when the BW 500 comes around and when the Black Wrestler 50 comes out, oh, don't include me in any list that just has black people in it. I'm just a wrestler. He's silent on issues until it affects him. When you look at any issues that revolve black people, black culture, black wrestling, whatever it is, Swerve don't say not a goddamn thing. Period. None. He's not helping any other black talent, specifically. None. He's not. He's benefited, though. When it benefits him, he's there. So neither one of them needs to be at any point talking about black culture. Both of them need to be quiet. Swerve needs to just be nice that he's Tony Khan's token black wrestler that he can go parade around. It's like, hey, I got my first black champion, and I'm doing this for the culture, and that's fine. And just be that. Like, Swerve knows what he is. He knows what he's doing, and I think the problem is for me is that Swerve wants to sit on his high and mighty and wants to sway the sides, and like you're either for us all the way or you're not. You just can't tiptoe back and forth when you want to. And with Booker, it's just like, shut up. You're stuck in 2002. And yeah, it's all problematic. Period. I think that's just the week in wrestling. This theme is just problematic. Tiffany and Charlotte, problematic. This problematic, and then Vlad, and then Booker, and Booker he needs a publicist. He needs someone who because him going when the whole allegations thing with him and going down to Florida and training, I don't fit everyone who I train and go to. Who am I supposed to? Shut up! Why don't wrestlers just shut up?
Because they don't know how to shut up.
We said about Jada last month when Jada. We said it like last year. Like, just shut. Just be quiet. Silence. When they stop saying that in the movie theater, they don't say silence is golden no more in AMC. No texting. Don't spoil the movie. No. You need to just say it. Shut up. Shut up. Silence is golden. That's my 2 cents. That's my calm version. I didn't want to scream and rant on this because neither one of them deserves that time and effort because it's stupid. Stupid.
That's crazy.
Like, who's really helping the culture out of the two of them? Let's be for real. I'll wait. Who is?
Neither one of them.
Exactly. Thank you. I rest my case. The defense rests.
All right, dumbass of the week.
You're not the defense, though.
You're right. I'm not the defense. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Now I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting mad because I'm thinking about it. I'm looking at my notes that I didn't say and stuff. Yeah, did. Run his clip. I'll get the Twitter ready.
No. We got comments first, and then we'll.
Oh, we got. Yes. I want to. Yeah.
Because it says the lesser of two evils, Chaz or Cliff. I'm so tired of hearing about Vlad TV. I'm sorry, but if you're supposed to be for us and you go to Vlad, you are an op.
Thank you.
Swerve is great versus Booker.
Out of all the different hip hop shows, podcasts he could have went on, you went on that one.
I know, right? Why though?
Well, I mean, Swerve has been on the Breakfast Club. I'll be fair. Swerve's been on the Breakfast Club. Like, he was on the Breakfast
Club. But there are others. But you're right. But there are others. There are others. That's the thing. There are others.
He didn't even talk about music in that whole interview. Did he talk about music at all?
In which
I didn't watch it. I don't care for that man. He don't get my support, my effort. The only reason I'm even in the room when his matches are on is because my child is a fan of his work. That is the only reason Swerve gets on in my TV. I'm old. Now, I only because I like Nana, and I do like the dance. It's a catchy little dance. It's cool. But other than that, I don't care for that man. I'm not watching this interview. I don't want to hear that man talk. I barely at this point want to see him work. But
Okay, we're
hey,
going.
he's really good.
Okay, we're going till midnight. Wasn't Fred Durst a rapper? What happened? Twitch.
All right, let me explain right quick. No, Fred Durst comes from a music genre called new metal. So go on back to the golden age.
Is it new metal?
New metal.
Yeah, he's new metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Slipknot,
That's-
Korn, Linkin Park, new metal.
Damn. Didn't he call Hogan the N-word live on TV in WCW? Yes, he did. Tell him.
Sure
Yeah,
did.
Yep. But also Vince did it too. One of those is more problematic than the other.
It is.
Don't you think African Americans should have been offended by Dusty Rhodes?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Silence is not golden here. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, you know me. He said true. Yeah, no. Definitely. I don't know why people, I guess back in the day, maybe, I don't know why people would be upset with Dusty though. So I mean,
because the new generation are fucking pussies.
I mean,
I
I
don't
said it.
yeah, we can do that. We can say that.
know.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying it. So let's
find
then
anything
again,
to be offended by.
but then again, people will say that my generation is also filled with pussies. So
It's like we'll see with your generation is like a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
But like like the millennials, it's a 50-50 chance. Like, you know, sometimes you get a good one, sometimes you get a bad one. It's like an apple.
Oh,
where you know, Gen
Not to
Z
turn the millennials into robots. Hey, you might get a good one, you might get a defective one.
you
with
could be
Gen
like
Z,
Lil Wayne, just bringing that man back.
and then Gen Z is like a whole thing of grapes that got dropped on the ground and stepped on.
Oh.
So yeah, we failed them. Gen X definitely failed Gen Z.
Because of his sounding black. He's like, no, that is in quotes. Yeah, that's why I did that. All right, we'll get into it. Let's go.
It's Damien's Dumb Ass of the Week.
Well, of course, Tony Khan, because he let Jericho wrestle on tonight's pay-per-view. So that's a thing.
Versus Mask.
Swerve for basically blaming his teammates for getting him fired. Like
Thank goodness.
he threw them under the bus. And it's like, yo, like really? Like you
So-
should have been, if you were the leader of this group, you should have had them like, yo. But no, he didn't, because he didn't give a fuck. It was all about him. So like, yeah, he
That's exactly what Top Dollar said. So he did an interview, I think the next day, and was like, "This is what really happened." And so apparently, like BFAB, they didn't book her flight, and he was like, "No, you bring the whole group." Like, and he apparently he yelled at Vince, was like, "Get her on a plane with us." Da 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 da. And apparently, yeah. So, yeah, no, yeah, I agree. Definitely put Swerve on there.
And well, I feel like somebody else did something.
We can go with whoever produced that.
Yeah, whoever produced that fucking promo. Yo, bro, you need to go sit in timeout with the dunce cap. I don't think you should be fired, because it's okay to drop the ball every once in a while, but you definitely need to go sit in the corner into the end of WrestleMania with the dunce cap.
Nope, I want public execution.
Whoa, calm down. It
Oh my
ain't
goodness.
that serious.
Nope. Bring back the
Only
gear.
wrestling, my guy.
Nope.
He said it's only
It was that egregious.
It wasn't that egregious. It was
It
pretty
was. It was
bad.
horrible.
It was pretty bad, yes.
It was bad. It was bad.
Oh,
Trust
it
me.
wasn't
was
Chris
bad.
Jericho bad, so it's
Yes,
okay.
it was worse than that.
No, it's not. Chris
It
Jericho
was
is
worse than
just
that.
the
It's
worst.
It really.
The only thing Chris Jericho has done in the past, like, I don't know, 8 years, maybe a little less than that, maybe 6, is that that argument he had with that little girl with the abs.
Yeah, I mean, I was like saving.
That was too
Best
much.
work
my
ever.
gosh. Anyway,
Best work ever, right?
is it only 3?
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's.
Only 3.
Oh, we can just put Vlad TV.
I got
on there.
one.
I don't
Booker
like
T.
it. You gonna put Booker?
Booker T.
Fine. If we're gonna put Swerve on there, we might as well put Booker on there.
Oh, it's funny because I was gonna put on here
'Cause,
also.
yeah.
I agree with this one. The handcuffs
Plastic
again.
handcuffs.
The most unrealistic scenario, especially with the plastic cuffs. There had been another way to do
You
it
know what?
with the pole
I agree.
What, the zip tie thing?
zip ties.
So
Have y'all
can
tried to-
can we do?
hold on.
Instead,
Have
can we
you
put,
tried to break zip ties?
Yeah.
Can we
off?
put Marina Shafir on there? She sucks.
She does suck.
Mm.
But no, have
I
y'all
want to
tried to
put
break
it.
out of?
Yeah, put her on the list.
Have you tried to break out of zip ties? Like the real thick ones?
Almost impossible.
It is. So I think that is more realistic than. I mean, it's kind of
The
actually.
handcuffs?
That is
Actually,
the reason the police use zip ties.
Yeah, when they don't have a lot of cuffs, they use it like extra. So, I don't know. I think the zip ties are perfect. They're kind of. It's actually more fucked up. As a matter of fact, I think PI should start carrying around zip ties with them everywhere they go.
Like
All right,
quick
I'm done.
cuffs. Not zip ties, quick cuffs. There's a big difference. Quick cuffs.
I like the zip ties idea though.
And yes, it's from experience.
They got a Chris Idol. They don't need to be carrying around zip ties. Get the fuck
Oh
out of here.
no, that
No.
makes it even more menacing.
No, we don't.
Exactly.
Can you imagine your
But
hand?
guess what? Because
being
now you
cut
can't.
through?
No. Put the zip ties in, and guess what? Watch Chris Idol beat you down while
Exactly.
you're zip tied.
Bro, that's like the door opening and the Rancor coming out. Come on now.
All right, so here are the 4 options: Tony Khan, Swerve, the producer for that segment, and then Booker T.
You said that segment.
That's a good way to put it.
Oh, shit.
I only got 25 characters, and that's 25 characters.
I bet.
All righty, there it is. The tweet. Oh wait, no, not yet. Hold on, it's loading. All right, there it is. It should be posted. It is on our Twitter page. Go vote. Who should be Damien's dumbass of the week?
What's
All
up,
right, Cliff.
fam?
Can you bring it up?
All right, hold up. What's up, fam? Yo, what's up? Noah out here.
What do?
Is that from experience, Damien? He just said yes.
Yes, it
And
is.
John Face. Can I bring it up? Can I? Oh, you want me to intro this in?
Yeah, bring it in. Bring this one in. Yeah.
Okay. So it is WrestleMania week, and you guys were here last week when we were talking about this particular list and how we thought it was trash. So we decided that we wanted to go ahead and give it to you guys the way you guys like it best. Greatest wrestling match, not Taker versus HBK. So what we're gonna say is Shawn and Taker at WrestleMania 25 is off the table. So what is the greatest WrestleMania match of all time? Who gonna want to start this off?
Shit.
Damien.
Psych! I'm gonna tell you guys right now what the
Damien.
greatest WrestleMania match of all time is, and there ain't no arguing this at all. I'm just gonna let you guys know it does involve the Undertaker, and I'm gonna let you guys know it is versus John Cena. That is the greatest wrestling match of all time.
Smoking dope.
No, that is the greatest wrestling match of all time. I don't care what I gotta say. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Okay. Anyway.
This guy.
But is it? Oh, I don't even know who to. Ooh.
Yo, let me get Rey Mysterio versus JBL for the Intercontinental title.
As your legit answer,
Absolutely. Why would I not defend that match? It was a great match. Listen,
It was
the Intercontinental title was won. Okay, switched to the greatest match luchador of all time, and a person quit. Let's just keep it a buck. Like, that was awesome. Okay. You don't want me to give you that one? I'll give you another one. Let me get Chavo Guerrero versus Kane for the ECW championship.
No, you're not. Shut up.
Now
Shut
he's-
up. Shut
now
Shut
he's
your mouth. Shut your
talking-
mouth. You don't believe that.
He's talking trash.
You don't believe that.
I'll be fair. I told TJ.
You don't believe that.
I told TJ I would put these matches up here. I'm gonna throw one more in there. I told him that I was gonna put up here, and he was dumbfounded when I said it. TJ, just for you, Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus.
Oh.
I'll give you my real answer. My real answer is gonna be Macho Man versus Ricky Steamboat. That's it. Just hands down. I mean, can we give another match that's gonna be better than that one? I don't think so. So I'll let you guys figure out who's gonna fight for second place, since we can't put Taker and HBK on there.
All right, go ahead, Twitch.
Give me Austin Rock at WrestleMania 17.
Okay.
We still argue that entrance package for that as the greatest
Like what
entrance
it is.
package of all time.
I don't wait, but I'm just curious. Okay, you just said people argue. Who? What else out there is better? What else out there is better than that package?
That is.
Like,
there is
I'm in
no
tight.
argument.
You out there, you in there watching us right now, okay? I want you to go into the comments and tell us, who do you think has a better promo package than The Rock Austin for WrestleMania 17? I bet you won't find one. I was like, that was the...
I have one.
Oh, you're full of shit then. It's wrong.
I have one.
Nope,
Don't
That's
wrong.
WrestleMania 26.
Nope,
It's
wrong.
Undertaker and Shawn.
Nope, wrong.
No.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, from WrestleMania 26. That one was really good.
Nope.
I'm glad. No, I'm glad.
Running
No.
up that hill.
We'll let him have it. We'll let him have it. It was really good, but Rock Austin, perfect.
Hey, no, true. It's true. No, for real.
Flawless victory.
Just for the sake of the argument, because that one was a really good one that I still remember. Like, everyone knew that song from Stranger Things. No, I knew Running Up That Hill from Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. All right, Damien, what you got? You've seen them all.
I
Yeah.
know. That's the bad part. Every last one of them. Shit.
I mean, you are 50.
I am not older than WrestleMania. I am older than WrestleMania.
You are older WrestleMania.
By 9 years.
No, it's not by 9 years. It's only 4.
I love how he had the realization moment that he was like, "I am not," and then he was just like, "I am."
Right, there's only 41 of these. God damn it. I remember when I was 41.
Yeah.
Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels Iron Man match. I remember like watching that. It means a lot to me because of the situation. And like how invested I was with that whole entire like build up feud, like they're like, you know, back and forth, they're training. Like I was heavily invested in that story. So like I think that has like the most feels for me. There's like so many other like Brett and Austin that the match at WrestleMania 13 that they're gonna be putting into the WrestleMania, like that is definitely like really up there for me. Macho Man and when I saw Macho Man and Steamboat, I was in single digits still. So it was one of those things that I didn't realize what I saw until I went back and watched it as a teenager. So like, but in the moment, like as being like young fan, that match right there, like it like I don't know, it just I remember everything that was going on that like during that WrestleMania, in the time period, what I was eating, how I felt like when the match went down. They went into extra like time and sudden death. Like it was intense. So I kind of have to put that on there.
All right. I got two. I can't decide. I really
Bad.
can't decide on
You
two.
have to decide.
Okay,
We all
well.
got one. I put up 6 bullshit matches in a week.
Right, so let me give my two. You got 6 BS ones. Let me give 2 real ones.
Nope, you get one.
Okay, I'll do it like this. I have a sleeper match of a greatest match that I feel like people, when it happened, didn't give it a lot of credit. But if you go back and watch it, it's really great. It's coming out of WrestleMania 26. CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio.
That was a really good match.
At the time, I mean, that WrestleMania in itself was packed with a bunch of other star matches. That was Flair's last match, supposedly his first last match. Or no, that wasn't his first last match. But his match with Shawn. That was Edge and Taker. That was the triple threat between Randy, Triple H, and Cena. Floyd, Mayweather, and Big Show. So that was a real star
it was.
WrestleMania.
Right.
That match was on the card, and going back and watching it, and I have to give credit. Chris Idol, I think this was about 4 years ago. I want to say he said, "Go back and watch that match." He goes, "That match is fire, but no one remembers it." And I went back and watched it, and it's great. It's really great. Cliff puts Rey Mysterio over all the time on the pod for very much good reason. Go watch that one. So that's my sleeper one. But my greatest WrestleMania match:
You're wrong.
Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho.
That was a really good one too.
Nothing else matters.
That was a really good match. Like the build was really good too.
Exactly. The build, the match, the end. The end is what I'm going to do to Cliff if he hugs me again in SWA. I tell him all the time. I was like, if you hug me again, I'm going to kick you in the dick. But no, that match right there, that right there, that WrestleMania. I mean, Kurt and Brock. That was also Austin and Rock, right? That was 3.
Yep.
That was the third. That was the last one,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, one more round. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's mine. What do you guys think?
We got a lot
What
of
besides
comments.
Taker and Shawn 25, which is
I feel like
obviously
that's
the greatest
not fair.
WrestleMania.
I would also say if I wanted, me being me, Randy, Kurt, and Rey Mysterio. That was obviously I will make it no joke to me. What also was funny about it was I remember watching that WrestleMania, and when Ray won, it was the first WrestleMania title match I watched where I was just in tears. Obviously, I'm watching my favorite wrestler just win the heavyweight title, and I was just overcome with joy.
There's so
Oh yeah,
many.
that was me last year at Cody.
This
I
is-
cried.
The
really
WrestleMania with redacted match was really good.
You know what's funny? I was just about to bring that up. I was like, that triple threat
Yeah, with
was, I
redacted.
think that's the greatest triple threat
That one was
WrestleMania
really,
match.
that was
Gonna put that-
really fucking good match.
Oh my god! The story behind Triple H and Shawn really carried the emotional factor, but
Then you added
know who being in it and just like it's
Oh,
yeah, it's the,
that man. Okay.
yeah, with Voldemort. Yeah, the one with Voldemort in it.
yeah. That's the blueprint for your main event triple threat matches. Because if you look back,
Good.
but Batista, Orton, and Daniel Bryan redid that entire match.
They did.
Yep.
Like literally bit by spot by spot.
I wanted to say that triple threat match, but I figured that it was probably redacted. So
I don't know that triple threat match.
I'll throw another one out there. Kofi, Daniel Bryan.
that was really good too.
Yeah, that
TLC.
WrestleMania was too long though.
That one was really long.
Oh man,
I think that's
Also-
the reason why they started doing 2 nights.
that was so funny. That was the WrestleMania before the pandemic.
You're
Yeah.
right, it was.
That was right before the pandemic.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
because I actually complained about that. I was like, oh my
Mhm.
God, this is way too fucking long.
I remember we were all actually. It was me. It was Machiavelli. It was we were all at their old apartment. It was oh my goodness, that was so long ago. Me and Bree we just started dating then.
We also got to include a match in here that was dropped in, and we gotta put it in. End of an era match.
That was
Yes.
really good too.
Taker Hunter.
That was
and
good.
Sean Swerve.
That was
Yeah.
really good. The only I
Yeah.
think I don't like the way they put that match in when they're doing their stupid lists.
Oh no, they put it so low. It was so
And then the
fucking-
match they put after that, they put Rhea and Charlotte the next, and I went, "You
Yep.
kidding me?"
All right, so let me hop through here. So here we go. Taker, Triple H, and Sean as the ref. End of an era.
Great match. Great match.
Iron Man match that was already
Yep.
called out. Second Andre versus Hogan match.
I think that was more flash than was actual, but it was historic because of the slam.
Yeah.
The match itself was.
Here you go. Taker versus Giant Gonzalez. Let's go.
I was waiting for somebody to say it.
I was too. How dare you?
Steamboat versus Savage. Third. Here you go. When Sean gave Taker the Sweet Chin music, I thought it was over. So I think
Yeah.
everybody did.
Yeah, we did.
I
No, I
I
thought this was
remember
over.
I was at Chris Idol's aunt's house. That was the first WrestleMania I legitimately had saw live, and I remember jumping in that man's lap and saying, "It's over! It's over! It's over!" And he's like, "Chaz, if you don't get off of me."
I think Charlotte had a better one. Yo. I'm older than Super Bowl. That's crazy. I'm older than WrestleMania too.
Man, welcome to the club.
I don't remember when I was 41 or 51 or I forgot. Dog, did you kiss that kid? Yes, I did. I will throw this up here because this was the question I was asked. KO, work or legit? We talk about his neck injury. We all know it
Legit.
was legit.
It's
I
legit.
think it's definitely
He was,
legit. I had somebody say the same thing to me, and I'm like, dude, I promise you, he's hurt.
Yep, it's legit.
That look on his
Yeah.
face was like,
Apparently, he's had this injury for about a couple of months.
yeah. He said since January.
Like he did the match with Sammy with this injury,
Actually,
You
I
know
thought,
which is
Crazy.
why it was, as we said, a tamed Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn match.
Yeah. I think the other part too was when that fan randomly yelled out, "You're still shit," and he's like, "Who said that?" He's like, "Yeah," and then that dude immediately apologized. He goes, "I thought this was still storyline," and he was just like, "Yeah, shut your mouth." And he's just like, "Shut your mouth, bitch," and then walked off. He was like, "Fuck you," and I was like, "Yeah, KO's hurt. Like he's not playing. He's upset because." Literally, like one of the biggest nights of the year, he has to miss out on, and he doesn't want to. Like it's that serious. He has to call it.
And yeah,
like to basically potentially.
he was also upset that it got leaked.
He was upset that it got leaked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Funny thing was, I didn't know
he
anything
was very
about
upset
it.
it got leaked.
I didn't know anything about it either, so I wasn't paying attention hard enough for me to like.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it
I-
Thursday night. Yeah, it sucks.
I
Sucks running the
legit-
social media pages.
Yeah, I legit was sitting there. When he announced it, like the funniest part was Randy came out, and I was like, "Oh, like Randy's gonna get into the ropes, and then KO's gonna attack him." Like that's it. Like the legit
Same,
thought I
same,
had.
Same
Yo.
too. Like the same. I was like, no, this has got to be a work. And then Orton
Yep.
comes. I'm like, okay, all right. And then he just like looked at each other and he walked. I was like, oh shit.
Well, no, because Orton said, "Go on and get fixed up," or he like, "Go get yourself fixed up" or something like that.
Well, I saw it the second time around. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, my first kind of walkthrough, I didn't. I just saw the and then them like kind of
Yeah.
like going separate ways, and it's like that's when I was like, oh fuck,
Yep.
and then I had to rewatch it because my wife wanted to see it. So
And then he hit him with the. Then he hit Nick Aldis with the
all this
RKO.
was RKO. So messed up. Ian
I
had
love
to
it.
shoot the messenger.
No. So okay, well then let's pretend. Let's do if I had to pencil with it real quick. You gotta put an opponent
Oh, we
in
haven't done that,
for yeah, we haven't.
Yo,
You gotta put in an opponent for Randy at WrestleMania. Who you putting in?
ooh shit. I don't. Ooh,
Nick
I'll
Aldis.
give Nick Aldis the shot.
Okay.
I don't
I
feel
mean,
like there's really anybody
why not?
else that or
He didn't RKO'd him twice.
exactly. So I feel like that right there is like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, and don't get it the third time.
yeah,
It's in a match.
I like it. That's not bad. It's not bad. I'm gonna go with Aleister Black. Like we already know he's there. We already know he's there. We know that he's already signed. I mean, you can keep doing that all you want. I mean, it just you can just slip him in, and it just works. The last time they had a match together, Aleister got to win. So why not?
Yeah. Aleister Black would be a good one.
I'm
I
not
don't
mad
mind.
at that one. There is one more.
I am.
Who else?
Well, isn't Rusev just got re-signed?
Yep, Rusev is back. I don't know if I would put Rusev in there though.
Yeah. All right. The two biggest complainers are coming back. Yay! So they can be unhappy again. Sorry.
Well, you just sound like a complainer now.
Yeah, you did.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well join.
Tired of those two.
They
They'll
can
never be happy.
Well,
Is
I don't
anybody
know.
really
I mean,
happy?
what like okay, the Miro situation, I guess I could look at and kind of understand. Like I don't know, like because Alistair left, he went to AEW, he did everything he wanted to do outside of winning a title. Like, what's there really to complain about? I mean, he got his two friends like signed in, too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he was really like, I don't really know if he was like complaining that much about anything.
I probably wasn't. He's probably just like, yeah, it's time to leave.
Yeah, time to go back, and now he's back.
I got it out my system.
Yep. I think so. I think that's the same. I agree. I think I think he's the next move. I think that's who you put in.
Alrighty, let's see what the comments say. And then let's go check on who's the dumbass of the week.
Warrior versus Hogan. We consider that an all-time great match? I don't think so. I'm not going to go with it.
I feel like that was
Respectfully
It
disagree.
almost feels like Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair thing going on.
Yeah.
How that whole thing kind of came about.
Mark Henry version 2.0. Aleister Black. Like, again, there's the person that we were all suggesting. Triple threat. Barry O versus Cowboy Bob versus Randy. It's not a bad setup. I like it. We'll throw it all in there. We just, three dudes who are all injury prone in the match.
Shit.
Braun doesn't have a match yet. Braun Breaker? Yeah.
No, he doesn't not yet.
No, he
Not
doesn't
yet.
actually have a match yet.
Not yet, but the storylines all lined up for, was it Finn, Braun, and
Penta.
Penta,
Yeah.
Probably Dominic.
and Dominic, probably.
Yeah, probably Dom. Yeah, and Dom's gonna win.
Dom better win.
It's like, wait, who's the two biggest complainers? Miro and Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Black.
Punk is having a good old time right
I'm
now.
about to say
He
Punk
hasn't
ain't complaining about
complained
nothing.
Yeah,
shit.
nothing. Warrior in a great match said no one ever. Ted Jr. versus Randy Orton. We talking about bringing. Does Ted DiBiase Jr. get back? No, he's got to get out of jail first. And
That's what I was getting ready to say.
He's in jail.
He's having a one-on-one match with Bubba.
Yeah, he's trying his way out of this fight. He's in a true Hell in a Cell.
He said, "Oh, I thought you were gonna say." It's funny because I knew what you said, and I was like, I thought he was gonna say he's on a one-on-one match with Tiny.
No.
Nah, I went with Bubba this time.
What about last time?
All right, I got the results.
All right.
33% of the votes. Producer of that segment.
Nice.
But with 66% of the votes, Swerve, you are Damien's dumbass of the week.
I feel like he's going.
with
I feel like
good
he's gonna
riddance.
find out about this, and he's gonna be really, really upset.
Who?
Swerve.
Oh, I hope he sees it right before his match tonight.
That's gonna be kind of funny.
I mean, hey, you're winning the title and you're winning Damien's dumbass of the week.
I know, right?
Hey, that's a great Sunday to me.
There you go.
That's a great Sunday. Like, hey, he can be the first AEW, the first Black World Champion, and dumbass of the sub. Hey, look at him.
You got
There
it,
you
bro.
go.
Doing big things for the culture.
There he is for the culture.
For the for those of you who've made it to
Is
the
he
end
the
of this
first
show.
black guy to be the dumbass of the week?
No, he's not. No.
You've won it before.
You've won it before.
I don't
Chaz
count.
won it. I think Chaz
You've won it twice, actually, Damien.
Chaz is
Yeah, but
with me.
I don't count though, so it doesn't
You
matter.
definitely count. If I count, you count.
Nah, I don't
Nope.
count.
Yes, you do.
No,
You
I'm not.
count.
I'm not
It's
really-
on record.
I'm
It's
not
in
really
the internet.
black,
It's a
just
public
painted
forum,
on.
and I'm not deleting it.
Yeah, but this is paint. I'm really like metal underneath. So
All right. On that note, thank you for watching this edition. Be on the lookout for Now Into the Ring coming out this Saturday. Be on the lookout for the Villains Lounge, hopefully in a couple of minutes for Dynasty. We're gonna force Damien to stay on here and switch studios.
look, I already told you. This is your one.
If you haven't already done so, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, share this with all your friends, share this with someone that you know that likes wrestling. They probably heard of us. They probably heard of Cliff. He's pretty famous. Yeah, make sure you tune in next week. We're on the road to WrestleMania. We will be going live for a fact for both nights of
Probably almost damn
WrestleMania.
near everything.
Yeah. For NXT, right?
I might do stand and deliver in the morning time.
What is the WrestleMania weekend schedule? Because
It's
So you got
Stand delivers at like 9:00.
You got SmackDown, Hall of Fame, Stand and Deliver, Night 1, Night 2, and then the Raw after Mania.
Okay.
And then they have like little shit. So after Mania, like, I don't know. I might be in the car doing a watch along because I might drive down there and do some of the Mania after dark stuff. That look like fun.
Hey, go live.
Yeah.
I might do that.
But if you do Stand and Deliver, I'll do Stand and Deliver. I'm not doing that one.
Yeah, I'll do. I'm definitely.
I
I think
won't
I'm
be home.
definitely doing stand. I
I won't be home for night one. But I'll be there for night 2 since I missed WrestleMania last year, and I promised you guys I'll be on there this year. So we will get to watch John Cena and Cody together as a family, guys.
Now, if
That's
somehow
all
by
makes me
miracle I do get tickets to one of these nights, I'll do part of it while I'm there.
Oh, you have no choice.
Because it's like literally 5-hour drive. Like it's not far.
That was about. I think when I was living in California in Chino, that was about 3.5 hour drive to Vegas.
Yeah, it's not.
So it's not that too bad. All right, thank you. Tune in a couple of minutes for the Villains Lounge watch along. Kawhi.
Wow.
Hey, thanks for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. If you like this and you want more 3 Count Podcasts, go on over to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you never miss when we put out a video. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, all things social media, 3 Count Pod, _ X, 3 Count Pod, everything else. Also, make sure you buy our merch at foryourwear.com and prowrestlingtees.com. Also, you know what? Just watch another video right now. Like, right now, I'm gonna walk away and you're gonna play another video. Now.